What you eat today? That's what he asked when I answered the phone. Just when I plan to nourish alone. The turn I heard, the loving it. It's substance and it's sustenance. You wanna feed my soul. I'm craving something different. I said no, I haven't eaten. I was just...
Welcome to the Stoop. I am your resident chef, Michelle Wilson.
And I am your favorite pastry
Are you here?
chef. Yes, I'm here. I'm your favorite pastry chef and sweet talking co-host, Chef RJ. I'm not, all right, so usually, for those who can't see us, we swapped seats today. And it's weird on this side.
Well, that's because we have a special guest in the house. And he's cute. So I'm going to sit closer to him. I'm sitting the closest to him. Damn near on his lap. So this is a glorious day in my world. You know, the storm. Listen, it's storm.
It rained.
It boomed at
Things were
5:10 this morning.
I know.
Yeah, it did.
Okay, and I have a chihuahua that doesn't understand none of it. Okay? And so I woke up to the tick-tack-tack of her trying to find a hiding place. It was crazy. And I'm thinking, baby, it's just, we've gone through this. How old are you?
Right.
We've gone through this. It's going to be okay.
Yeah, not to her.
Not to her. She had to sit up under me.
I was at work when the big boom happened.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
And the lights were flickering and everything. I said, I'm going to keep my things next to me because if these lights go out, I'm going out.
Yeah.
I'm not staying here in this dark building, no sunlight, no electricity, and nobody's here. I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm out.
Mm-hmm. So I'm a little tired.
Yeah.
You know, but this ray of sunshine is here. He has skills.
Yes.
And I hope I don't embarrass you, but you know.
Oh, no.
Have a little fun with me.
So, that's what I'm here for.
Yeah. And so we would like to introduce RJ Jenkins to the Stoop.
Yes.
And by way of Chef RJ. Chef
Yes.
RJ had the pleasure of your cuisine. And so I hadn't. And all this build up, and you didn't bring me nothing.
I don't mind. I just cook. She's supposed to be the delivery person.
Oh, she's supposed to
Remember, she's like here.
I got
My
nothing.
present.
But, so if you guys see my headset, I am engineering. I am multi-talented.
Mm-hmm.
I'm engineering
Right.
and I'm co-hosting the show. And we got some really pertinent and hard driving questions for you.
Let's bring them on then.
All right. You want to start there, Chef? What you got for him? What you got?
Tell us a little bit, like, first and foremost, I've been following RJ. We connected, I don't know how long ago it was on Facebook, a while
It was
ago.
like a year or two ago,
Yeah.
something like that.
So when I've been following him because I like to see what other chefs are doing. And then I saw him on the flyer for the Showdown. I said, I was already going, but now I'm going for sure. Like, I want to go for sure now. So before we get into the Showdown, tell me about your culinary journey.
Coincidentally, everyone would say my journey is kind of weird.
Mm-hmm.
I ended up learning to cook as a kid from my mother. You know, she's Sicilian and Brooklyn. She told me, I don't care, you're gonna learn how to cook. So I remember sitting on actually the counter with a spatula in my hand, and she was like, "Flip the pancakes." It was breakfast, and she's like, and I would, do that little flip. And then as I got older, I was doing more. She like, at like 11 or 12, I knew how to make her tomato sauce by scratch.
Ooh.
I knew how to do. She couldn't really.
You saw how he looked at me when he said that.
I know.
That was a sign.
Right there.
That was a thing. Right there.
Yeah.
It was a spot.
But,
I think it was a challenge. Right.
Oh no, but as I got older, my brother, who was also a chef, he looked at me and was like, "I'm gonna teach you a trade," and I'm like, "All right, whatever, cool." And there was a spot actually on Midlothian. It's the old Governor's Inn. It was a spot. What was it called back? Milestone. That was the first, and my brother was the head chef there. I was washing dishes.
That's where you started.
That's what started. And ever since then, it was like I went from dish to under 14. I started running events for him at like 18.
Okay.
And he trusted me with prep, sandwich, saute. I did it all with him. And then I went to different jobs. I went to corporate with him too at Capital One.
Okay.
So that was I got to learn from there too, from other chefs. But the main experience was through him in the personal route. Then 2.5, 3 years ago, I actually went to culinary school. And
what made you go to culinary school though?
So that's a short story about that. Was I was just sitting at home, and all these different commercials for culinary school kept popping up, and I'm like, okay, I hear you. So I think I tried JSARS, but I never got a response back.
Really?
I think like 2 months I waited for JSARS, never got a response. ECPI I did, and I think the other one I think it was a Scoffier. But ECPI automatically, like I'm talking about phone call within an hour.
Oh wow!
And I was like, okay, let me go up there, let me see what's going on. And I don't know what happened. I just was like, okay.
You went.
I think what got me was the kitchens, because they were big. They weren't like compact, and they had 4 separate kitchens. Well, 3 was kitchens, 1 was like the bake shop. Yeah. So I'm like, all right, cool, all right, let's go. And then, honestly, 2 chefs in there I really stuck with. They're one's from Jersey, one's from Virginia Beach. Both Italian. And they just kept pushing me. And what made me actually almost not graduate was I gave up almost. I looked at both of them, I was like, I couldn't do it. I was going through like a life balance, and both of them pulled me off and they said, what do you want to do? And they looked at me, they handed me a piece of paper, you had to write why you went to culinary school. And they tossed it at me. And I read it. And I was like, all right, let's go. And what I fell in love about it with them was they took what I did, like, what can you do to make better? You messed up, but what can you do to make it better? Not just like screaming or yelling or, like just brushing it off, like, whatever, he's just another student. They're actually like,
What did you learn from this? Yeah.
So, and I went back for pastry, and I graduated from that this year. Okay. So,
congratulations.
Yeah. You. And I just wanted to be the best that I could be in both worlds. Like, and I know every day there's just, she's better than me. I know she is.
She's good. Look, let me tell you something.
I've seen her stuff. I was like, yeah, I ain't doing nothing.
I don't eat just because we're neighbors. So this is killing me. But it's a great death, because I get stuff. Yeah. Because she likes it. So I get stuff. And I go home and dim the lights and
not dim the lights.
Let me pour a glass of wine.
Pistachio, honey pistachio. And you're right.
But honestly, the culinary journey, that's about it. Really, honestly, everything else I've tried to learn behind the scenes, or from other chefs I met at different workplaces.
Did you find that culinary school was beneficial? What was the one takeaway that you had with that, since you've been able to you learn and train under corporate, your brother in the private sector, and culinary school? So what would you say is your biggest takeaway from culinary school that you did not really focus on out here?
Be different. I think that's the biggest thing, because everybody wants to be, ain't no wrong with it being technical by the book, nice and elegant. Sometimes it doesn't work that way. Sometimes things look a certain way because that's what it's more rustic style. Yep. And I think what stuck with me is because that's my background, rustic, very out the box. And everyone's like, oh, that looks kind of rough. And I won't try to prove nothing to them. It's to me and to the teachers that shows I understand the concept. Yeah. So when they would either praise me or critique me, I understood it. Because, and they were like, all right, don't be like, because I did. I tried to copy a few people, and follow what they were trying to do. But then they were like, no, what can you do? Show me what you can do as an individual. Not as them, not as her, not as him, or us. What can you do? And it's been following me ever since.
That's great. And it does teach leadership skills. It should teach you how to be a owner, manager, and chef. And those are skills that you don't necessarily get the full-bodiedness of it when you're not there. Right. There's a lot of things it doesn't teach you. Trust me. I opened up a restaurant while in culinary school. and they should have sat me down. They really, I'm menopausal, and I'm opening up a restaurant at 100 years old. I'm like, wait a minute, what am I doing? It was crazy. And so there's some things that I wish they had said, now, don't do that. But I was pretty jazzed up.
If they told you not to do it, I don't think you would have listened anyway.
Yeah.
How do you know?
Because I'm the same. No, because I'm the same way. Because I started the personal route in school, but I think one of my chefs like, don't do it because you're in school, you're doing this, and I'm like, but you don't understand my drive, sir.
Yeah.
You don't understand what I'm aiming for. Like, I appreciate your concern. I'm gonna listen to it, but there's something that I have to take a risk on if I want the best in my way.
Yeah.
So I can feel that.
Well, I salute you on that because you're right. I was determined. I was on a mission. You know when you discover yourself?
Yes.
Can nobody tell you nothing? You're like, wait a minute, I just got here. What are you telling me about me for? Right? What are you saying? And so when by the time I understood the biggest hurdle I got over, I enrolled in school. That was the biggest one. The next one was overcoming my objectives and opening up my restaurant. Who'd have thought it? But I did it. And as soon as it happened, family members started dying. My one nephew got married. And I'm like,
life started happening.
Right. I'm like, stop it, y'all.
One thing at a time.
Quit, don't die today. And I can't do it. Just wait a minute. Don't you know I just opened this.
You don't go and die.
And now you go.
Wait a minute, Lord. Put a pause right.
Exactly. And so, there is a drive, and I think that that's what makes, not to toot our own horn, but I think that that's what cuts us apart from other people, from cooks that hadn't had an opportunity, right? Because there's some excellent cooks out here, but they hadn't had the full body opportunity to cook for mass people. They may have done Thanksgiving dinner for 15 people, but they didn't do the hundreds.
Yeah.
And portion controls and things like that. You're not gonna. It's just not gonna come to you.
Yeah.
Right. And if it does, you would have lost a lot of money trying to achieve that goal. So that's cool. I'm glad that you win. I'm glad you got something out of it.
Yeah, and I think it even changed me, like, even as a person, because like a kitchen is brutal. I don't think people understand it's brutal.
It is tough. And if you can make it through there, you can make it anyway. And I can go to war,
right? And they were so like when I started culinary school, like the actual culinary part, I did night classes. So I would work all day, go to class at 5:30. We'd be out about 10:30, 11 o'clock at night, and then go home, sleep for about 4 hours, and do it again. And then baking, it was day classes, so I had to be there at 7:30 in the morning. We get done about 1, and I don't close at night. And that takes a mental beating on you.
Yeah.
And, some of my classmates, they go, oh, yeah, I get to go home. Yay. And I'm like, yeah, good for you.
Like, you don't have real life bills.
But when I sat and thought about it, I was like, you know what? Maybe that's what's making me push harder. Because, I'm tired. But in between, like, I got people calling me for events and one, hey, how much does this cost? Can you do this? And I'm like, I can't even see right now, but you got it for me. And then right after, I was just like, man, this is what I do. I love it. I don't care how much I talk trash about it. I'm like, man, I'm done. I don't care no more.
I quit
every day.
I do too.
Every day until I finally did. Because and there's one thing that you had talked about, and we'll finish the conversation on the other side. But when you're doing the private industry, I think a lot of people are not aware or don't think about how many different facets there are in food service that they don't think of. Like, I do private events. I love that. But you couldn't pay me to meal prep for anybody. You know what I'm saying?
I can't meal prep for myself.
I stand in the refrigerator like what?
Close the
and then
door.
I order out. So I'm not the girl, And then, I love the private industry, no meal prep. And then I got contracts through the city and I do private industry work for them. I contract my business out to them. I actually love that because I don't have to do anything about it. So we're going to come back on the other side.
Yes.
After a few chosen words. And we are back. And Chef RJ is delirious. And so
I am just.
there's just a certain thing that happens between us. And in between the segments, we have a lot of fun. We stare at each other.
I didn't even start the thing.
No, you didn't.
You see what I mean?
She's just in her own little world.
Yeah.
It's a bad place to be.
Yeah, it's not a bad place if you like yourself. Could you imagine being in your own little world and you can't stand yourself?
I've been there. That's why I'm so happy here.
Yeah. Like, how can you get away from yourself? You can't.
You can't.
Mm-hmm.
So you better love yourself.
Got to.
Sheesh. Okay, so now that we've done that, Ayana moment, about your recent thingy thing.
The showdown.
The showdown.
Yes.
Phase, right? And just for the viewing and listening audience, I was supposed to be there. But I tried to kill myself. And I was unable to.
They're going to cut us off for saying stuff like that.
I tried to kill myself on Father's Day.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And so I was unable to attend.
Mm-hmm.
And I heard you goddamn. But now what's really funny is when you were telling me, not funny, haha, but funny in industry wide. We get this.
Mm-hmm.
The calamity that went on
behind the scenes.
I mean, that's the true story.
Yeah.
You understand? So tell us a little bit. First, tell us about the competition. Because Chef RJ, you and Chef RJ take it away because y'all were there.
Yeah. What made you put yourself out? Because you said this was your first competition, right?
Mm-hmm.
What made you do it? What made you apply for it?
I was kind of down on myself for like that week of, like I was bad. I was spiraling like mentally. And I was looking at something. I was like, I really just want to push there's no way I went to school twice and I'm doing all this and I'm not testing my skills. And sure enough, I hit Instagram, boom,
it's right there,
flyer. And I'm like, So I paid no attention and I did something for about an hour. I came back, flyer right there again. And I'm like, all right, so I'm scrolling. And I was like, oh, this enrichment, I never heard of sweet peas, but and I was like, man, this look kind of cool. Like, why not? So, I put my name and resume and all that. I think a couple days later, Miss Marie called me and was like, hey, would you like to be interested? You've been chosen. I'm like, man, this got to be a joke. You got all these chefs in Richmond. You chose me? And, I mean, I'm being honest because, I know there's chefs better than me out here. And me, and I was like, okay. And I met with her and it was just history after that, and I'm like, all right, let's go. And, I actually, she was asking where my background came from and then competition, of course, was weeks away. I'm like, all right. And so already in my brain, I'm like, all right, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? What am I going to do? Because I'm like, how many people? I think that's what I was psyching myself up for. Like, all right, how many people is it going to be?
Right.
She was like, oh, maybe about, I think at first it was like 30 to 35, and I was like, okay. So
that's a good round number.
Yeah, right, and because, I never been inside, and I looked at, she's like, yeah, you guys have been cooking here. I'm like, it's kind of tight.
People.
Like, it's kind of tight. Like, how are we going to figure this out? But me and who I am, like, screw it, let's go. Like, and I was like, and then I found out I was competing against George, Chef George, which he was great, amazing. Now,
did you guys know each other beforehand?
Me and him actually know another person outside.
Okay.
And he's like, yeah, man, that's my buddy. And like, I was like, all right, cool. And the guy that we know actually owns his own pizza food truck.
Okay.
So, we linked through him and it was cool. And I was like, all right, this is going to be interesting. Because I saw he had like a big name and I'm like, okay, it's going to be fun. And something was like fired up, like, let's go.
Yeah.
Like, And I was just ready, and then of course competition came, and I was like, whatever skills I got,
they better present themselves
right now. and it wasn't more of like scared; it was more of like excited. Mm-hmm. Like everyone's like kind of shaking. I'm like, I'm excited. Like, yeah, I'm excited.
It shows up differently when it comes time to like compete and put it all out on the line for real. It's like excitement shows up different. I cry sometimes. Like I get so excited I cry, and then I'm mad that I'm crying. So it's a whole wave happening.
Talk about that.
And I've never competed.
Really?
Mm-mm. I just think I'm above it.
I had an opportunity.
I just don't. I think because I owned a restaurant for so many years.
That's competition in itself.
That is what that is, and it's hard to think about anything else. Like just like catering. And running a catering business out of your restaurant, you're killing yourself. I know. Yeah, I'm like, what am I doing? I'm beating myself up. My staff is mean mugging me. They're like, what? You're doing what? And so I never competed. I think I would love to compete. Only if I'm guaranteed to win.
No.
Okay.
I think, now that I think about it, I don't think I've ever competed. But in my mind, like when I went to pastry arts, I went to Reynolds, and we had capstone, which was the last thing we had. Mm-hmm. That in my mind, that was a competition. Mm-hmm. I competed. I don't know if anybody else did, but I was competing.
I know about capstone. That was an interesting thing for pastry.
Did the competition change? I mean, I know it wasn't that long ago, but did it change anything about the way you do things now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Honestly, just how I present myself as a person. Because I'm very observant. Mm-hmm. A lot of people looking at George and looking at me, and two different worlds. Yeah. Completely two different worlds. He has a certain type of style he has from him, and me. To me, like, his very bright. Very bright colors, food, and me, I'm more like that chill, rustic, just like, okay, let the mystery catch you. Mm-hmm. So it was kind of cool but now I'm not scared to actually push my limit even farther, because now it's like, okay, I got to do against somebody who is good, great, amazing at his craft, and he's very humble like me. I think that's why I clicked with him so well. Yeah. Even before and during, you saw we were laughing and joking, and true competition to me is learning from each other in our own way. Yeah. While things are happening. Yeah. Because you saw we both had to run in the back. And I'm talking about you should have seen us. We were like jumping over each other. Like, you need this? Nah, I'm good. Go ahead. And we weren't scared to talk to each other. Yeah, that's important though. That was the big thing. And he's like, man, I'm right here with you. I said, I'm right here with you. Let's go. And, during everything, that's what changed me, because I don't like people. I'm a very big introvert. But to actually, like people. It's a big thing. I don't know what it is about kitchen if you don't like people. But to actually sit there and laugh and joke in mid-competition, that just made me kind of step out more. Like, you know what? Why be like this? I don't have to be stern all the time. Let me enjoy it. Yeah. And I think that's what kind of helped me transition for that. Because outside before that, I didn't care. I'm like, I don't want to talk to you.
I think it's when you find like-minded individuals. Yeah. That also have their own thing going on. They know, what the industry is like, and it's like they don't have a whole lot of time for, nonsense and stuff too. So it's like we're in here, we're doing this together, so we might as well be friendly a bit. Yeah. Because
originally we were supposed to have somebody with us, like as a backup, like as a suit, and he had somebody, but I didn't, and because my Sue actually came, and he was like, "You got anybody else?" I'm like, "Nah, I'm all right," and he was like, "Nah." There's no way I'm riding with somebody
and you're not.
He's like, no, we're gonna do this solo. We're gonna do it solo.
Okay, I like that.
So, and that was like when we first met each other, like face to face, and he was like, "You down for that?" I'm like, "Cool, let's go." And I think because of him, I was able to advance myself even more at the same time.
I like that.
And I think that was the biggest thing in that.
I'm gonna step away from how much time do we have?
We have 5 minutes
Okay,
in this segment.
Really quick. Just because I'm a little bit of a creep, you've got a food truck happening.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell us.
Oh yeah.
You didn't tell me.
Tell us a little bit about your food truck.
So right now the food truck is in everything's inspected, everything's good. I'm just doing like fresh pressed sandwiches, something easy, nothing crazy, and again different. I don't want the basic this and this and this. Like, no offense, taco trucks, whatever. That's cool, do your thing, but I want my individuality in the culinary world. So it's my twist on sandwiches. I'm doing like fresh sliced chips, like fresh deep fried from the potatoes.
Where you at?
I gotta get it going first.
Okay, well, I am a serve safe instructor and proctor if you need serve safe service.
Good, mine's almost done. Mine's almost done. I think I got like 2 years left.
Okay, but I'll be around.
We might be taking that test together.
Mine is coming up too. Sheesh.
But
check mine out.
But yeah, that's and honestly, the food truck is great. I did it for myself, and also my mom pushed me to do it. But I did it because honestly, I'm just being honest. I don't have nowhere to go when I want that creative idea. I'm like, I have a kitchen.
Yeah.
I don't have everything I need, but it's something. I don't worry about an oven. I have stove irons, a flat top, a broiler.
That's enough, yeah.
And it gives me that creative space to let go of whatever I need to go on this.
Isn't it? So, is it my imagination, or is the food industry, and I know it's a creative field, so it makes, don't call me stupid, but but I think that's the industry that encourages or you want to be creative. Like, it's this yearning to just be different.
Yeah.
And different being yourself. Not different, just trying to cut yourself away from the norm, but just the space that you can operate under your own steam, under your own thought patterns and stuff like that. I think it's one of the few industries like that. Am I wrong?
No, I think you're right, actually. Because you get to honestly like lock in on what you want to do. You can actually take whatever's up here and put it here.
Put it out there.
And gives you a chance to go wrong, gives you a chance to stuff fall. You have a chance to burn. You have a chance to actually put you on a plate. And
so one of the things that happened when you talk about something burn, I made this cake, and we were supposed to be filming it, right? And that sucker would not come out the pan. It got stuck. I'm beating it. And so it wouldn't. And the cameras are set up. So I made some whipped cream. I had some blueberries or raspberries or something. And I put some of that on the bottom, got some glasses, put chunks of the cake in there, and whipped it on top and tapped it. And I said, and here's our mistake. I called it the beautiful mess. I said, here's our beautiful mess.
But if you think about it, that's what we do.
Yeah.
You gotta pivot.
It's
and improvise.
Constantly.
Yep.
All the time.
All the time.
And that's where we as chefs in general we take chaos and make it pretty.
Beautiful chaos.
That's exactly what I call it every time. Beautiful chaos. And it make me want to have a drink when I'm done.
Yes, Lord.
Who paying for this one?
Yeah. Man, that's why I got a box of wine for such occasions. All right. Well, that's good stuff. So, the food truck, when is it going to be? Look, I'm already ready.
If everything goes right, I would say in about 2 to 3 weeks.
Okay. Really?
Okay.
Do you have an idea where you're going to be parked?
So, I'll be bouncing back and forth from Richmond and Farmville.
Okay.
So Richmond, I'm trying to figure out because I didn't know you need a lot of permission for certain places to go to park your food truck.
Some places you don't.
That's the part I'm trying to figure out.
Get with this one right here.
Because I know those places that you don't.
Because I'm trying to do this more of like, it's another challenge to myself.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what it is, because like this secretly is teaching me timing.
Yeah.
Because competition, some things happen, and I was pressed on time,
Right.
but I did it. But this is gonna make me faster and faster and faster, but I get to create something nice.
Well, on that point, we gotta go. But we'll be back.
We'll be back.
Right.
So you just stay right there.
Tea time's coming.
Tea time! Y'all didn't know I could sing, did you?
You're right. Same deal, like I need to sleep.
And we are back here on the Stoop. It is everyone's favorite time of the show. It is tea time with Chef RJ. And I don't think it's too long. Just
God.
No, and there's not gonna be no tears today. So.
No tears.
No
so
tears.
That's the whole point. I want to cry.
All right, so I've been
RJ
thinking.
wants to shed a tear.
No tears. I mean, y'all might. I don't know.
He's
I don't know where everybody's at in their
got
books.
his tissue ready.
I got my shirt, really.
He don't mind getting emotional.
I've been thinking about something lately, and maybe it's because life has been lifing in the best ways possible. Maybe it's because I'm getting older. Maybe it's because I'm paying more attention to the people around me. But this thought just wouldn't leave me alone. We're all reading the same book, and it's called Life. The funny part is we're comparing our page to somebody else's page. We do it all the time. We look at somebody buying a house and think, damn, I should be there. We see someone getting engaged, and suddenly we're questioning our own relationship. Not me, though. Somebody launches a business and we start wondering if we're behind. Then someone else is posting vacation pictures every other week, and now we're convinced everybody's got money but us. Meanwhile, you don't even know what chapter they're on. They might be on chapter 22, and you're over here on chapter 8. Of course, your stories don't look the same. Imagine picking up a book and opening it right in the middle. Somebody dies, a business fails, a couple gets divorced, somebody loses everything. Without reading the first half, you think, what the hell happened? But if you'd read every chapter leading up to that moment, you understand why that page exists. Life is the exact same way. We see one page of somebody's story and decide we know the whole plot. We don't. One thing I've really been learning this year is to stay in my own chapter. This doesn't mean I don't celebrate other people, because I absolutely do, but I've stopped asking why not me. Instead, I ask, what am I supposed to be learning where I am right now? Because every chapter teaches you something. Think about your favorite book. The beginning usually isn't the most exciting part. It introduces us to the characters, building relationships, setting the scene. Sometimes it's actually kind of slow. But if the author skipped all of that and jumped straight to the ending, none of it would make sense. You need the slow chapters. You need the confusing chapters. You need the chapters you wish you could skip, because they make the ending worth reading. I think sometimes we rush ourselves because social media has us believing everybody is winning all the time. No. People are just posting the highlights. They're not posting the Tuesday afternoons when they sat in the car crying before work. They're not posting the budget meeting they had with themselves. They're not posting the therapy appointments. They're not posting the rejection emails. They're not posting the nights they questioned everything. You just see the vacation after the overtime. You see the new business after years of doubt. You see the smile after months of healing. That's why comparison is dangerous. You're comparing your behind the scenes to someone else's book cover. And book covers were designed to make you want to open the book. They don't tell you what's inside. And another thing I've noticed, sometimes we want somebody else's chapter until we realize what they had to do to survive to get there. You want their confidence. Okay. Would you also take that heartbreak that taught them that confidence? You want their successful business. Would you take the years they weren't making any money? You want their peace. Would you take the anxiety they had to overcome first? Because every chapter costs something. Growth costs something. Healing costs something. Wisdom definitely costs something. Nobody gets to skip those pages. I know for me, there have been lessons where I felt behind. I thought I should have accomplished things by a certain age. I used to never want to celebrate my birthday because I'm like, damn, I am not where I think I should be. So too. Exactly. I thought life would look different. Then I stopped and realized, who made that timeline? Who decided I had to have everything figured out by a certain birthday? Life doesn't hand out report cards. There's no graduation ceremony for adulthood. Nobody is standing there saying, congratulations, you figured it all out. We're all just here learning every single day. And here's something else. Don't rush somebody else's chapter either. Sometimes we expect people to be where we are emotionally. Maybe you've healed from something. Maybe you've forgiven. Maybe you've moved on. That doesn't mean the next person is there yet. They're reading a different chapter. Give people room to grow. Give people room to process. Give people room to become. We all get frustrated when somebody doesn't understand us, but maybe they haven't lived enough pages yet. Maybe life hasn't introduced them to that lesson, but one day it will. Life has a funny way of teaching every single one of us eventually. One lesson I've learned this year is to enjoy the chapter I'm in. Not because it's perfect, because it surely isn't. There's still goals I'm chasing. There's still dreams I'm building. Bills I'm for sure paying. Things I'm praying about. But there's also moments I'm going to miss one day. The random conversations, the little victories, trying new recipes, learning something new, laughing until my stomach hurts, watching something I've been working on slowly come together. Those are all chapters too. Not every chapter has to be dramatic. Some chapters are just peaceful. Some chapters are for rebuilding. Some chapters are for planting seeds. Some are for resting before the next new adventure. If you spend the whole time wishing you were somewhere else, you'll miss the beauty of where you are. So today, stop worrying about who's ahead. Stop worrying about who's behind. Just keep turning your own pages. Read your own story. Celebrate your own milestones. Learn your own lessons. Because the beautiful thing about books is nobody can tell your story the way you can. And if the chapter you're in right now feels hard, keep reading. Every good book has difficult chapters, but that doesn't mean the story is over yet. It just means you're not at the ending yet. So be patient with yourself. Give yourself some grace. Keep showing up. Keep doing the work. And keep believing that the next chapter has something worth turning the page for. And that's my tea time for today. Stay in your book, boo.
Read your own book.
Stay in your book.
Well, that was a jolly commentary.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we do. I told you I used to I would get depressed around my birthday because it's like, what am I celebrating? Like, I'm not here. I haven't done this. This box isn't checked, whatever. But you wouldn't know that if I didn't tell you these things. And why shouldn't I celebrate myself for making it alive another year? You know what I mean? Yeah, so I celebrate everything now.
You know, when I first bought I'm a late bloomer, apparently. Because I tore through my 20s. I tore through them, and I tore through my 30s. So when I came to.
When I woke up and was 40.
I said, well, I guess I'll go buy a house and become a regular person. You know, so I bought my first home. I think I was 42, 43-ish or something like that. And I thought the same thing. I said, I should have bought this house years ago. I should have, you know.
I look at things like that, but we always want more, you know what I mean? But sometimes God doesn't allow us to have the things because we're not ready. And we would burn it to the ground.
To the ground. And it's a good point, not being ready. So if you haven't done your work,
okay,
then why the devil? You understand? And you keep getting kicked out your place every 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Because you're not paying. What makes you think you can rebuy a house?
Yeah, no.
So there's order. You know, there's order to things. And I realized that I had to prepare myself for the things that I've done. Yeah, I'm a little bit rare. You know, starting a restaurant, starting a whole new industry. Yeah. Going independent.
But that doesn't mean you're behind. You're in your book.
I'm right where I'm supposed to be.
Yeah.
Right. And even though I'm in my 60s, I started restaurant in my 50s. You know, I went to culinary school in my 50s. I was like, I gotta buy a computer. That was fun. I was like, really?
Where's the book?
I said, we're gonna plan? I'm gonna do a test. What? And so you do show up when you're supposed to.
Yeah.
It's because you got to wake up first.
Yeah.
Show up, right?
Mm-hmm.
You got to wake up and stop your foolishness.
Yeah.
You know, you daydream. All you're doing is daydreaming if you haven't put anything in action.
Yeah.
So that's pretty good. And no, there's no need to look at Joe Schmo and see why they got what they got.
Mm-mm.
Like you said, you're not doing what they're doing.
Yeah. You don't know what they had to overcome or to deal with to be in the place they're in now. Some people have had to overcome complete depression. They've had to pull themselves out of a hole to be able to go on vacation and enjoy and take the pictures and all of those things. So I don't want what nobody else got. I want exactly what's for me.
Them car breakdowns, everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where you just sitting there, as soon as you get home, and you're just like, and just quiet, and all of a sudden you just cry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And like you about to rip the steering wheel off. And like one of them moments, you know, you like,
Oh my gosh, RJ, you got something on your mind?
no, but
RJ said, wait a minute, I know exactly. Let me jump in here.
but that's honestly, you know, and that's what honestly I can admit that happened to me during the competition.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I was looking at George, and I was like, he done beat me 2 rounds.
Mm-hmm.
He done got this, he done did this. I'm like, what is the point of me being here?
Oh.
Nah, that was the honest, I'm being honest, because that hit me a lot harder than expected.
Yeah.
And I'm like, his journey was different than mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We might have some things in common.
Yeah.
But nobody goes toe for toe in the same situation in their own story.
Mm-mm. Things happen. People are different. You have different families. You have like just different outside influences.
Right.
Yeah. I'm keeping my eyes in my book, eating off my own plate, and doing all the things.
But also like on touch like for us like following your own path and your own story, but also be careful who's trying to pick off your plate.
Yeah.
And that's something I had to realize because me, I love to help. I love being this, doing this. But honestly, somebody looked at me dead in my face and was like, how do you expect to go farther when you're allowing people to take away from your cup when you can't even pour back into what you got?
Yeah.
How do you pour on a cup that has a lid? You want to open the lid and pour to everybody else, but you can't pour back into yourself?
Yeah.
And then you so like worried about this person, what they got. Maybe what they got ain't what meant for you to have.
As they say, you cannot fight your own war or your own fight with somebody else's weapons. You have to have your own. You got to develop your own tools. And if you are really engaged in what you're doing, you know, then you're not minding somebody else's business. And I noticed that when I opened a restaurant, I couldn't mind anybody else's business. Hell, I didn't know.
I couldn't even mind my own.
I was like,
right.
I saw, just scrolling, a guy I came across and he's like, the orchestra conductor always has his back to the crowd, to the audience. He's minding his business. He can't be turning around trying to tell them what to do and what. Why would you look behind and see what everybody else is doing, see what anybody else cares about, see what you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like focus on stay that way.
Well, it depends on what neighborhood you're in.
But wasn't I always saying like they used to say like somebody used to tell me like put them blinders on. Like whatever's here, don't look. Whatever's trying to talk you bad, don't whatever's talking. Keep going because if you turn around, you might not turn back forward.
Yeah.
And look at this competition. Open up. This is the first time I ever laid eyes on you. You know, look at all the beautiful opportunities.
And I'm grateful for every single one because I was scared to put myself out there, and that's the reason why I did the competition because it was like I'm so busy worrying about everybody else.
But that's why you're a winner. You overcame your own objection. And that's what makes you win. That's why when you said you didn't win, I was like,
And honestly, Chef, it was 0.01.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's a tie.
Yeah.
If we're being honest.
If we're being honest, yeah.
It's a tie.
And I think that's. And when she showed it by her phone, like I don't know where that comeback came from. I ain't gonna lie, because he had like 9.8, 9.6. I had 7.8 and like an 8 flat.
It was the dessert. I'm telling you, that dessert. Cause his dessert, no shade, it was good, but I'm not I think it was like a panna cotta.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want that in my mouth. But
see, I like panna cotta.
this cake,
the cake that I haven't experienced.
yeah, the cake was amazing.
I got a feeling that he's gonna make one.
You want me to make you one, Chef?
Yes.
But I think,
I'll leave you my information so you can tell me when it's ready.
But I think that's the point, like, about the whole, because you saw, I cried at the end.
You did.
I broke down, because...
It looked like happy tears, like relief tears.
It was, because going into that was so much. And that's the part of following your own path. Because when I sat on the steps, like, I'm done, and I heard something say, get up. All right, I got one more, let's go. And even though, like, 0.01, 1.0, it don't matter. The fact of the matter, he won. It's cool. I'm happy. It was amazing. Cause he gave me as a person, I can say this. I showed I can do what I'm meant to do.
Absolutely.
What I love to do. But I learned. I grown. I had my moment after. You know, like, man, I was close. Yeah. Of course, it hurt. Yeah. But I won. That's why I lost technically. But I won here, and I got to realize, you know what? I am a chef.
Yes, you are.
I'm not just that person that's, oh yeah, I like to cook. Cool, come by some place.
It's more to that than being a chef is more than
just liking to cook.
Having hands, you have to have a passion for it. It is as an important career choice as and I'm not trying to be funny, but as being a doctor, being a dentist, being a lawyer, It is a noble profession. Because it takes you. Yeah. It takes you.
It takes you the word.
Sometimes it snatch you.
It drag you. Like, usually like, you know when you know the cartoons, but you know when you're in the cartoon, they just dragging you, laying there.
And you're just going for it.
Well, it's 5 o'clock. Time to go back to work. But I can honestly say just that, it was very humbling. Just for me. Yeah. And that's why I cried.
Where can the people find you, RJ, social media wise?
Social media wise, you can find me on Instagram. It's, of course, you have to put a little underscore first. And it's the Urban Chef RJ. Okay. I think it's the real Urban Chef RJ. It's got 2 underscores and 1 on each side. Okay. And you can find me there just chasing my culinary journey and trying to inspire behind the scenes.
Make sure you guys follow RJ and stay up to date, because this food truck thing sounds like it's going to happen.
And I think that maybe, we should have a competition again so that he can get round 2. Oh. Are you competing? Who?
We can make sure she's there. That's what it is.
She got to show up first.
But before we...
Well, then don't charge me and I'll be able to come. Because if you charge me and I pay your ticket,
I ain't none of the ticket bar.
All right, guys. This has been great. Thank you for stopping by.
Thank you for coming.
Okay, we'll see you.
What you eat today? That's what he asked when I answered the phone. Just when I plan to nourish alone. The tone I heard, the loving it. It's substance and it's sustenance. You want to feed my soul.